What is 8/10 of 1 inch? Hello, I'm Jeff Moss, and welcome to All the Right Moves. The average rainfall for Riverside in April. Alex Trebek, rest in peace, would have had to read that because no one would have known the answer, except maybe that Jennings guy. This April, that number will be much lower. So much for May flowers this year. Or poppies. April is, as we know, or should know, the 4th month of the year. Previously, under the Julian calendar, it was the 5th month and had only 29 days. It is the first full month of spring and known for great weather. That is especially true if you are stuck in a state that snows through March. In the southern hemisphere, it is the equivalent to our October. There are some notable events that occurred in April. George Washington was inaugurated as the first president of the United States on April 30th, 1789. More important to some is that on April 15th, 1912, the Titanic hit an iceberg and sunk on her first and only voyage. Speaking of going down, April is a great month for meteor showers. And back to Earth, on April 11th, 1970, Apollo 13 was launched and ran into difficulties about 2 days later. It was then that the famous line,
"Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here." This is Houston. Say again, please. Houston, we've had a problem.
was said, and is today usually misquoted. Hopefully you played a few tricks on friends last week on April Fool's Day. No one is sure where this tradition originated from, but some believe it to be inspired by Geoffrey Chaucer's story in Canterbury Tales called Nun's Priest's Tale. The explosion of the Chernobyl nuclear plant in Ukraine was no joke. It occurred on April 26, 1986, and it forced everyone within a 300-mile radius to be evacuated. After a 1,500-year break, the first Olympics of the modern era took place on April 6, 1896 in Athens. Ford unveiled their first Mustang on April 17, 1964. The cost? $2,368, thus escalating the Ford versus Chevrolet feud. And if you're a car nut and you've not seen the movie Ford versus Ferrari, why? Go see it. 14 years before Washington became president, the first battle of the Revolutionary War, Lexington and Concord, broke out on April 19, 1775. And on that anti-colonial note, that's it for our show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on All the Right Moves with Jeff Moss.